Welcome to Panda-podcast. This is your host, Casey Sunshine, coming to you with rays of sunshine, positive vibes, and looking at the world with your cup half full. So today we're going to talk about mindset. To change your mindset today, you'll live a better tomorrow. A quote from the Buddha: "What we think, we become. All that we are arises from our thoughts. With our thoughts, we make the world." So if you're stuck in that negative mindset that woe is me, I never have enough, I don't have the good life, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not handsome enough, whatever your negative mindset is telling you, there's a way to change it to positive thoughts. Psychologists have found that most of our negative mindset comes from emotion, and that emotion may have came from childhood, young adulthood, partners that you've had in your life, or your family, and their thoughts about you. And it was attached in your long-term memory through that emotion that you experienced in that situation. Here's an example. Maybe you were a little kid that didn't have a lot of friends, and the kids were mean to you on the playground. Well, as you grow up, you may have negative thoughts about the people around you because of those kids on the playground. So whatever the case may be, that you're storing up these negative thoughts that come throughout your day, let's change these thoughts and turn them into more positive outlook on life. Now, there's another great person that wrote a couple books by Les Brown. Most people allow their fear of failure to outweigh their fear to succeed. So some of us go through life and we have these negative thoughts that stop us from doing what our dreams, our aspirations, our goals are. And those negative thoughts come from the most powerful organ in your body, which is your brain. Sometimes we're conditioned as children or young adults by our relationships, by our work friendships. All of these things play into why we have negative mindset in our life. You may be sitting back asking yourself, well, what is a mindset? And why does it matter? Did you know your mindset is the single most vital factor in influencing your life? And it matters because your personal and professional success, happiness, and well-being depend on your life's perspective. In other words, your mindset underscores every aspect of your life, from success to satisfaction. Today we're going to do a little exercise. So I want you to find a piece of paper and a pen or a pencil and come back and pause the audio if you need to. And when you're ready, come back and we're going to work together. So to change a negative mindset, that's what we're working on today. And if we all had positive mindsets and we were all optimistic people, we would all be very happy and successful, and there would be no need for this. But in reality, most humans are defined by their thoughts and their mindset and how they perceive the world around them. So you have the piece of paper and the pencil or pen. So step one, I want you to define your most single, destructive, limited belief. It may be an excuse, it may be resentment towards somebody, fear, or self-criticism, or anything else that's negative in your life. Now, on that sheet of paper, I want you to write down that limited belief that you have. For example, personally speaking, I have a terrible anxiety in getting in front of the camera or speaking on the internet or in audio format. my step 2 is going to be, I have terrible anxiety in getting in front of the camera. Now write yours down. Pause this audio if you need to. Now I want you to flip the script. Instead of thinking negatively about something, I want you to write down below that a positive mindset, what you'd like to have. For example, for myself, I have no fear in getting in front of the camera. So write your positive mindset statement. Let me know when you're done. Pause this audio if you need to. Okay, so you're back. You've written the negative mindset that's stopping you from doing what you want to do, and you've wrote the positive reinforcing mindset statement. Now I want you to identify the circumstances that would typically bring the negative thinking to the forefront of your brain. For example, I would write, I have lived in fear from my abuser finding me. Even though my abusers have been dead for quite some time, I still have that embedded fear that if I go live or I get out there on the internet, that person would find me and hurt me again. I wrote down my statement. I have lived in fear of my abuser finding me. Write your statement down. What is causing that mental block that's giving you that negative thought? Pause this audio if you need to. Okay, you're back. That's great. Now, step 5. When that negative thought or emotion arises, imagine the left side of your temple having an off button of the old version of your negative thoughts. Now, gently take your index finger and push on your left side of your brain, and you're going to turn that negative thought off. Now, imagine that the right side of your brain is the on button for the new and improved version of yourself, the positive thinking. Now, gently take your index finger and press it to the right side of your temple and turn that button on. So whenever you think, for my example would be, I'm afraid of getting in front of the camera, now your new positive mindset is going to say, I'm not afraid of getting in front of the camera. Each day, I want you to go back to this sheet of paper and make a journal. Whatever negative thought you're facing that day, write it down and go through these steps and find something positive to say about that negative emotion. And then in step 5, identify what's causing that emotion and use your index fingers and turn the switch off of the negative thinking, turn the switch on for the positive thinking. And after, I'd say maybe like 5 to 6 weeks of doing this every day, you're going to become the new and improved you. You're going to feel better about those fears or negative emotions you may have, and you'll do it with such ease that it won't even be an effort. And reach out to us after you've done this and changed a negative mindset and tell us how it's working for you. Now, I want to leave you with a few thoughts. First off, is your past is not your destination. If you wake up every day and when you rise, you think about something positive for the day. Don't fret or stress about all the upcoming meetings, the schedule, the kids, the family, what you're going to cook for dinner today. Don't stress out. Think of something positive when you first rise, whether today's going to be a beautiful day, or you're happy to wake up, you're happy not to have pain today, the disease that you're fighting, maybe it's now under control. There's all sorts of things that you can be positive about in a day. Ernest Yabo has written a few books called Toxic in the Mind and The Unwrapped Wonder. These are great books to read. He leaves us with a thought. Your mind can destroy your life. Mind your mind. Think well. Detoxify your thought and be free. Another book writer is named Mashana Dalawahu, and I may butcher names from time to time. If you're ever wondering how their name is spelt, please reach out to me and I will refer you to their website. This person wrote 2 other books. The titles are The Little Book of Happiness and The Little Book of Great Thoughts. They leave us with this thought. Your mind is a ship. It can sail across the universe as long as you don't allow negative thoughts to sink it. As I said earlier, your mind, your brain, is the most powerful organ in your body. What we think is what we become. And if we allow our mind to control our happiness, then our ship will sink. It's inevitable. But if we allow our mind to think positive thoughts and stay happy, then when those negative things happen in life, they're not so destructive to the spirit because you know how to turn it around and know that your glass is half full. This is Panda-podcast, and this is a short audio that you've just listened to about mindset and how to change your mindset. If you like what we're doing, please hit the like button and share our audios with other people. Maybe you know somebody that's struggling with self-doubt, fear, anxiety, depression, or a mental issue that they're having. Send it over their way. Maybe we can help change their thoughts. Remember, we're always here to help enlighten, enrich, and empower you to become the best person that you can be. Remember, keep love in your heart and a smile on your face. This is Panda Podcast, and peace out.